happened so quick. Hi, everyone. Just to let the producer know, I will go into a caller today. I was expecting a moment or two before we went live. So I wanted to do a huge shout out. Well, first to, as our producer will say, our co-host for today, Jack. And a huge shout out to A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV, who have been really supportive. I've had a really challenging time lately, and so just dealing with whether you call it shadow work or healing, if you want to label it, maybe a PTSD or some sort of stuff like that. So excuse the way I'm looking. I'm feeling much better, but not looking much better. So a huge shout out, because I've had a few weeks, maybe more than a few weeks off, just while I heal and manage. And I have a couple of big announcements. We have a beautiful addition to our puppy. A human baby is out of the question, according to my husband, but this little cutie wasn't. So this is Jack, and he's going to join us and co-host on this show. So he's Eden, so he might be a bit tired. So I'll just pop him on my shoulder, and we'll see if I can shuffle cards with him there. So, oh, no, he wants to come back and be on the screen. Okay. So I also mentioned that I had a huge announcement on my Facebook page, and I'm really excited to announce that quite a while ago I applied for a job for a government position in mental health. And I'm proud to say that I got that role. So I got that role, and I'm now working in a role as a mental health consultant and peer worker. So it is incredible. And we have someone from Washington, Aja. So that's Aja.
Yes. Yeah.
Hi, welcome.
Hello.
And sorry, you were going to say where you were from?
Oh, Spokane, Washington.
Beautiful. So welcome to your reading with little Jack and I this week. So I was just announcing to everyone that I have gotten a new role in mental health, which is really exciting, and I still will do tarot readings, although 2 days a week I'll be working in my mental health role. So how exciting, and how nice to be recognised for my own experiences and challenges, and how that can support other people in their challenges or their well-being. So, all right, let's get back to the reading. Is there anything you would like to ask?
Not specifically, but I just kind of wanted to see what whoever had for me.
So you wanted to see what's coming up for you?
Yeah, or maybe like why I've been having such difficulties lately with certain things.
Yep. Okay. So let me just, okay. I think we can focus a little on what's coming up for you, why have things been difficult, and I don't want to just leave you hanging there and telling you why things are difficult without providing some advice and guidance on a resolution. So would you like to see on some ways to handle these challenging times and sort of shift it into something more positive?
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Excellent. So let's get started. So what's coming up? Okay, so there's a card that fell out of the deck when we were talking, and it has also come out in your in the cards that I've pulled. So for what's coming up, that is the High Priestess, and I'll tell you a bit about that in a sec. So why is it so difficult to come up? So I'm just going to pull a few more cards. And have whoever comes. Okay. Get to something more Okay. All right. On multiple levels. Can we have an outcome? This is so deep. Okay. So looking at what's coming up for you, I really feel that everything's all sort of cycling around. So unless we tackle what's going on in your life, it's sort of like you're going to be turning a blind eye to whatever is coming up, and things are going to fall into a pattern and a cycle where you sort of switch off emotionally, and you feel like you have to turn a blind eye, and it's like, yeah, you'll have people in your life, but it's more, sorry about the quality of the video as well, but it's like what's coming up if you don't establish healthy boundaries, don't be so flexible to people's needs, and if you set, like with those boundaries, communicate them well and set them firm and be strong about and clear about what you want and what you need. Because even though these challenging times are about, unless you work on them and set those boundaries, you're going to sort of shut off more and more and more. I think your caring nature is really important. Are you a mum actually?
I am, yeah.
Yep. So kids are really important in this as well. And I guess what you do for your children is what you need to start. Sorry about Jack in the background. What you do for your children is, and that compassion and care and that real strength that you find to do things for your children that you can't do for yourself. I really need you to do that for you as well. I think you're gifted. Would you consider yourself intuitive?
Oh, yeah.
So I want you to work on that as well and trust your gut instincts, but please don't be so flexible with what everyone needs from you, and give a little bit more to yourself, or maybe a lot more. When we look at, so that's what's coming up, I think growth, a stronger mindset, good connection with your children and connecting with yourself in the same way as you connect with your children, but for yourself, and offering all that. And I think really tapping into your psychic gifts or your intuition. So be aware of some maybe some awakenings or some deepening of what you can already do, and that might be a challenge in itself. So just be mindful of that, and be able to be there for yourself. When it comes to challenges, why are things going hard for you? I don't think it's just this, but I want to ask, are you stuck between a potential old relationship and progressing forward to a new relationship?
No, I'm married.
You're married? Okay. That's okay. Thank you for
Yeah.
telling me and being honest. So while I get my
Yeah.
clarity here. So what I'm wondering, and we've got 5 minutes left, so I won't babble on too much. Looking at things, do you find it hard to say no and to walk away from things or people that that are bringing you challenges in your life?
No, I was okay. I don't know if this is like too much to share, but like, I don't know I don't know how much you can help me with this, but I just had like 3 miscarriages in a row. That's the challenges I've been facing. I just like, I don't know, I'm just kind of trying to reach the higher power to see, like, I don't know, anything I could see about that. I don't know.
And sorry, what did you say you had? You just had 3
Miscarriages.
I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry about that. And which
Oh,
explains
it's
why
okay.
why the Empress has come out. And look, I think when we're looking at this, because there's 2 aspects of looking at a male, and I wondered if it was 2 different people. I would highly recommend you get some support, whether it be counselling or some help also from someone who can help you medically understand what's happened to prevent it again. I'm seeing your husband in two aspects where he's hurting, but also trying to be the provider, the logical person, there for you and be everything that you need as well, while you're there trying to deal with what's going on. And I'm really sorry about this. I think awareness and preventative measures are what would help you going forward. I think you are very gifted intuitively, and I'd like you to tap into that. I think to improve it, we're looking at, sorry to say, finding maybe alternative ways of understanding what went wrong and how maybe it will cost a little bit of money to figure this out, which is really, and it's really hard. And I think your husband has come up as two, not borderline personality or anything like that, but your husband's come up in two different ways that's just surrounding you. And we've got the Three of Pentacles as well. There's a lot of cards showing expressing the three, so which would indicate the losses you've both experienced. I think it's going to be something that gives you clarity and answers, as well as what we saw in that unknowing and sort of setting those boundaries and communicating well on what you need. That it extends to your medical support as well. I think not falling for empty promises or people that are going to say, yeah, you're going to have a problem-free, you don't need empty promises. So I think it's going to cost money, but you will find a means to get there, and that's sort of going to give you a different sort of hope rather than false hope and empty promises from people. How do you feel about that?
Good, really good. That was nice to hear.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for being so honest. It's never easy, so it's
well, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome, and thanks for being on the show. And to everyone else, we'll see you next week for another show. Next week, I'll be giving a little tutorial on how a tarot reading works, how a professional tarot reading works for anyone that's never had one. So stay tuned. Thank you, and thank you for coming in for your reading.